Hey guys, it's Grand Admiral Thrawn, and today I'm doing a video that I've wanted to do for a few years now. However, it was impossible for me to come up with any characters that they hadn't done from The Mandalorian, considering literally basically any character who's ever been in The Mandalorian has gotten a Black Series figure. Well, today I finally thought of 10 characters they haven't given one to. Mainly because season 3 had recently come out, and that helps because, well, they didn't do everybody from season 3. So a lot of characters on here are from season 3, but not all of them. In number 10, well, in 10th place, I have Davin. Why would anybody want an action figure off of this guy? And who is this guy? Are probably the two questions going through your head right now. For the first one, he's a New Republic officer, and, well, the New Republic's been showing up in a lot of recent Star Wars lore and other Star Wars stuff, so, I mean, he kind of looks generic too, so it wouldn't really matter if you just got a bunch of him and you have a New Republic officer. And to the second question, he's the guy that Matt Lantern played in the prison episode of The Mandalorian. Number 9, I have Mandalorian armor Moff Gideon. This figure is obviously going to be coming out soon. I just wanted to include it on the list because it's got a really cool design and Gideon looks pretty cool in Mando armor. That's all I really have to say. For an accessory, his Electro Staff. Number 8, I have Kelleran Beck, the Jedi who saves Grogu from the temple. Now, for accessories, I'm thinking both lightsabers, because he picks up a second one at one point when he's saving Grogu from the temple. And he'd have to have his robe. And yeah, that'd be about it for Kelleran Beck. Maybe a Grogu, but then they'd probably want to bump up the price an extra $10. So yeah, I'm thinking just the two lightsabers for his accessories. Number 7, Xi'an, also from said Prison Break episode. The only members of the Prison Break team that we have are Mando and Mayfeld, and Mayfeld only recently got a figure, so I figured, why don't I include her on here? The one that Clancy Brown played is not on the list. He could have been, though. Number 6, a new Dark Trooper, also from Season 3. For accessories, I'm thinking Blaster, and that's about it, because you don't want to go overboard with the accessories, because then they're going to bump up the price to $35. But yeah, number 6, new Dark Trooper, really cool design, and accessory-wise, just a blaster. Okay, number 5, Toro Calican. Yeah, he is the person from The Gunslinger, because a bunch of you probably forgot who this is. For accessories, I'm thinking blaster, obviously, and then the binoculars that he gives to the Tusken Raiders in order for them to pass on their land. Number 4, a character who's gotten a 3.75-inch figure, but not a 6-inch figure. Mythrol, one of the first characters to ever show up in The Mandalorian. He's in the pilot and one other episode, yet he still doesn't have an action figure, and I figured he deserves one. Accessory-wise, all I can think of are the handcuffs, because he doesn't really ever have an accessory, so yeah, the handcuffs, and that'd be about it. Number 3, a character who's been showing up in a lot of recent Star Wars stuff, Carson Teva. So much, in fact, that he's been in more seasons of the Mandoverse than Cara Dune has, actually. Yeah, funny story about Carson Teva not having a Black Series. Trapper Wolf has a Black Series figure from The Mandalorian. And not only that, they made Carson Teva's helmet as like the Mando helmet I wear when I review my Black Series. But they didn't make Carson a figure, is the weirdest part about that. They made Trapper Wolf and then they made his helmet, but no Carson. So yeah, I knew Carson had to make the list of this video. Number 2, the character that surprises me the most, Although judging on the episode that they gave to him would not surprise me. Dr. Pershing, a character who has been in The Mandalorian since season 1, is a main character, appears in all 3 seasons, and yet somehow he does not have an action figure. But like I said, his episode, I can see why they didn't give him an action figure. Accessory-wise, I'm thinking maybe one of those tablet things that people have, and maybe Grogu, but still, I feel like they're going to do the thing where they make it 35, even though the figure should just be 25. But yeah, number 2, Dr. Pershing. And now, number 1 on this list, the Praetorian Guard. I don't care if you do 3-pack and all 3 of them are in it. I don't care if you do 4-pack and you also include Paz Vizsla, but I want the Praetorian Guards as Black Series figures. The only Praetorian Guards we actually have are the ones from The Last Jedi, and, well, these guys I think have a cooler design, honestly, so I prefer these Praetorian Guards, and I want them as Black Series figures. Accessory-wise, obviously, they're weapons, and that's about it. But yeah, this was a short list, but there are not that many characters that The Mandalorian hasn't done. Like, seriously, they're on 43, and that's just from their box wave. They've done figures for the red box. It's insane. It's like the second a character is created for The Mandalorian, we got to get this man an action figure. Anyway, this is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off. And if you thought of any other characters that should have a Black Series from The Mandalorian, let me know down in the comments. This is Grand Admiral Thrawn signing off.